Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West.
Someone who's a crypto or blood or a drug addict in the street, they don't know anything about the Bible or God. They're cold. Then it's us. In the UPK, we are what? Hot. That's us.
Straight out of One West, I'm too hot. My grandma keep on telling me I need to cool out. Quick to pull the scriptures out, pull the two locks. It's the home of the truth, my nigga, and you not hot, hot, hot. We hot, 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 hot. We hot, 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 hot. We hot, 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 hot. How many fake groups must get dissed before they really figure out who the Lord is with? I'm about to burn Babylon with these bars I spit. Niggas swearing they won't beef, well let's start some shit. I roll with warriors with swords and sticks, so keep stepping. Without a mind shit, this brotherhood is a weapon. This nation we protecting, head for Armageddon. Told them niggas no sweat, but these other niggas is sweating. If you can't take the heat, nigga get out the kitchen. Ain't nothing these niggas saying you can find in the scriptures. They stealing our breakdowns and trying to convert a gripper. Trying to do the Lord's work, but he fell in love with a stripper. We can't afford to be playing around with the Lord. This one God, faith and baptism on one accord. If you ain't a hot nigga, you might as well hit the morgue. My niggas gon' stand firm while you niggas fall on your sword. Straight out of One West, I'm too hot. My grandma keep on telling me I need to cool out. Quick to pull the scriptures out, pull the two locks. It's the home of the truth, my nigga, and you not hot.
H-O-T-T, what that mean? Don't spell it out. Home of the priest, got the truth, that's without a doubt. Niggas getting winded, need to breathe, cause they chasing clout. What the priest is banging out so heavy, gonna break it down. We in your town, boots is on the ground all year round. When the summer, spring, and fall, we prophesying to the clouds, so cry loud. I stay your ass at home, cause life is all about war. Don't make me go blast the chrome, and they go to each his own. Nah, to each his own. We taking over the world, bringing the prophets home. And I dare any of you fake niggas to stand in my way. You niggas is gay, you wearing purple panties, you great. Wearing your fringes on socks on the block, talking to cops, trying to make an arrest. Think you on West? We ain't calling you out, that's why no affiliation. We don't fuck with you out, because we and you know this, man. And if it ain't the UPK, then it's bogus, man. Johanna had to remind us what the code is, man. And now we hot niggas, but we still the coldest, man. Because
if I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call that? And if I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call that?
We set a blaze to the street when we prophesy to the wind. You be amazed with deceit, false prophets feeding our king. We set a fire to them lies in hope they open their eyes. Most niggas wouldn't see the truth even if it's written on the blinds. They peeking out to see the real priest who changed their lives. Commander General Johanna, that's on us out here to teach. You niggas done drop your swords, now you thieves like preachers. Looking for another way round and ain't got no discipline. Tainted worse than the warriors in Southeast Michigan. We aware that you been listening, visiting online. You ain't my bone or my bone, cause you ain't got no spine. You're weak in the mind, your vision is so filled with your pride. And you can keep it cause ain't no cowards gonna hold our line. You out here led by individuals, practicing wicked rituals. And you ain't a hot boy cause you falling what these bitches do.
Straight out of One West, I'm too hot. My grandma keep on telling me I need to cool out. Quick to pull the scriptures out, pull the two locks. It's the home of the truth, my nigga, and you not hot, 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 hot. If I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call that? Hot, 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 hot. And if I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call that?
Oh yeah, ooh Lord. And if you don't give it, you won't get it, that's right. I give her all my love. Hey, run that shit up.
I came from the streets to the shy, where wicked and evil collide. If it was illegal, we tried ambition to get us a piece of the pie. Had so many demons inside, was dim in the gleam of my eye, killing my innocence, all of my vision of reading the sign and seeing demise. We've been deprived the basic necessities, that and cocaine, a satanic recipe, refusing to claim it as destiny, sins of the fatherly children in jeopardy. The family addiction affected me, affliction of prison, the death of me. Not even the thought of my legacy, living in hell, how you hating your pedigree. Been definitely holding the grudge, letting it go cause no hoe is in us. If we don't connect then you know what it was. One West and no cowards is rolling with us. Steps was all in the mud, feeling the pain like salt in the cut. The blessing is all of these lessons, no question we taught them in blood. It's all for the love, yeah. The blessing is all of these lessons, no question we taught them in blood. It's all for the love. The blessing is all of these lessons, no question we taught them in blood. It's all for the love. I get an honor to command and Jenna Johanna for being the armor, protecting the message, delivered the Abba, straight from the Father. He gave it to you, ain't making excuse. Though Satan is loose, kept lacing his boots, training and raising the troops, perfecting the method of 7-1 West in the hairs was able to prove. Ain't stressing them niggas that never can step in the stand and state in the truth. My people could never imagine the hardest of winners you lasted. Extending the realest compassion for niggas that should have been fitted for caskets. How could you ever ignore the nigga who slept on the floor and was ready for war whenever it called? Better this weapon is drawn. Election is sure, edging this war, front of projects of the Bronx. Now representing the Lord, the water for blessing us all.
And they turned us into the enemy. Feel me? They turned us into the bad guy. Feel me? They said the Native Indians were savages. Taino Indians were savages. South Americans were savages. The Mexicans, the indigenous people of Mexico was savages. When they was a peaceful, loving people.
We don't know where the hell we come from. We don't know anything about our culture. We know what we've been given. We try to emulate the oppressors. We don't even know that name Israel.
Cry out, spare not. We on top, we them niggas taking over blocks. That's right. Cry out, spare not. Stop selling rocks so we can raise up the Lord's house. Cry out, spare not. Fuck a cop, spread the truth, even when on lock. Cry out, spare not. We got the clout, won't bear what it's all about. Cry out, spare not, fuck a cop. War spark, black garment when I'm stepping out. Catch a body, bury him, fuck with the ock. It's UPK forever, know I'm talking about. I done fell in love with the Dow dies. One West motherfucker, bitch, we outside. Take ground, wall ready, cabbed in the car. I keep 144 every time I slide. I'll stomp a heathen like a Tucky Yate. Jungle motherfucker, hang with the mate. I'm not a Christian, homie. See, I keep the Drake. Brick gap the brick, and I ain't talking weight. Cry out, spare not. We on top, we them niggas taking over blocks. That's right. Cry out, spare not. Stop selling rocks so we can raise up the Lord's house. Cry out, spare not. Fuck a cop, spread the truth, even when I'm locked. Cry out, spare not. We got the clout, won't bear what it's all about. It's the home of the motherfucking truth. Undefeated, who is you? Lay it down, we can't lose when I'm chilling with the woo. War like a pebble, I'ma die like a troop. 10 toe down when I'm mobbing in my boots. No cowards, no excuses, ain't no motherfucking movie. In love with the world, got you niggas living stupid. Bitch, I'm not a rapper, fuck a Black Lives Matter or a LGBTQ. Y'all some motherfucking faggots. UPK forever. The white man is the devil. Young Hebrews on a whole nother level. UPK forever. The white man is the devil. Young Hebrews on a whole nother level. Bitch. Cry out, spare not. We on top, we them niggas taking over blocks. Cry out, spare not. Stop selling rocks so we can raise up the Lord's house. Cry out, spare not. Fuck a cop, spread the truth, even when on lock. Cry out, spare not. We got the clout, won't bear what it's all about.
They were attacked by a vile mob of heathens and sinful men who sought to take their lives and stop them from raising up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel.
Hey, shalom, Yahweh Bashim Shah Barakatham, Yahweh Shema Tham, Bashim Shah, Priest and Officer Amawangaba, Priest and Officer Asiapium, and this is our podcast, Crowds for Night. What we do, we take viral videos going around on the internet, break them down to the people, give them a biblical narrative, biblical solution to what's going on out
Yeah, that's right. You know, some of these videos we do, we know are scripted, but other ones are actually real life. And the reason why we even entertain the scripted ones is because it has something to do with Black and Hispanic everyday life. So again, like the brother said, you know, we like to give our people that solution to get out this hell that we living in. You understand? And if I could, real quick, you know, we got the Cry Out Spare Not t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Any size, any color, we can get them shipped to you. You can hit me up, hit myself, or I'm Wonka Bar up. You can hit us up, and we can get you a t-shirt. Do shipping and all. We also got the UPK Wear Kentucky, all the latest and hottest UPK approved apparel.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can hit me up on Facebook or Instagram at UPK Wear Kentucky. You can get any size, any color, get it shipped to you. We also, the brother out here wrote a book, Hidden American Indian Contributions to Civilization. You can hit Havamar up, get a copy of that book. You understand? Also, sister out here doing big things. Got all the latest and hottest UPK approved apparel for the sisters. You know what I'm saying? You can hit her up at Yakata's Creations on Facebook.
Damn right. That being said, we'll go ahead and jump into the first video.
Was just trying to be a customer, not the shift manager.
Y'all shouldn't fight though. First of all, yo, neither one of y'all need to be fighting. Neither one of y'all need to be fighting. Hey. No. I'm not trying to hear none of that, but neither one of them two young ladies. Neither one of y'all need to be fighting. I don't give a damn about any of that or even what he talking about. I don't want to see either one of y'all acting like y'all ain't got no goddamn sense out here. Neither one of y'all. Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it. You're right. Stop it. Go to work. Go to work. Stop playing.
I was just trying to be a customer, not the shift manager.
See, and this is what we need in the black community. You know, we need more stuff like this. We need people that actually care about something more than just they self, you know, care about more than just their household. Because remember, that's how it used to be in the hood. You know, you would get whooped by the whole block. I remember one time we used to, this is what we used to do in my hood. We used to ride on the ice cream truck. When the ice cream truck came through, we'd hop on the back and just let it take us as far as he take us until he realized we're on the back. You feel me? Just riding around. And I remember one time, old lady come out the house and I hopped off in front of my friend's crib and she came with the damn extension cord and started beating my ass. Right. And bro, my mama and everything, and my mama said you did what you should have did. You feel me? Because that's what we need. We need more people that care about the kids and not just their own house. You feel me? Because she stopped what she did right now because she cared about these little black girls. She stopped them from losing their job. You feel me? And from embarrassing us as a culture. Because I don't know if black people know it or not. You know, every time we do something and then it ends up on the internet, it just makes us look bad. You feel me? It makes us look bad as a people when we better than this. We better than all this ghetto shit that they didn't put on us. When really being ghetto is trailer trash white culture. That's what people don't even understand. If people look up the history of being ghetto, that come from the low class white people, and we learned it from them because that's who we used to be around. Because we didn't get to be around the rich white people, you know, and the elegant and the smart white people. So we was around nothing but the low class white people, and it led us to take on what they do, take on their traits and stuff like that, when that's not our culture to be wild and ghetto like that, you know. And all it did for her to do is just step up and just say, hey, y'all don't need to do this. And that right there sparked something in their brain, because they knew it. And they probably, all they needed was somebody to tell them, like, look, you don't got to do this. You know, because once your pride get involved, you feel like it ain't no stopping. You know, but once you got somebody that can step in and cut that demon, the problem is solved. You hear me? Because you see the white dude, he wasn't going to stop it. He like, come on, LaToya, you got to get back to the burgers, LaToya. Come on, Latrice, you got to get back to mopping the floor. He don't give a damn. All he cared about is the business running. But she cared about their souls. You feel me? Which was this was real heavy thing for her to do, and she should feel proud of herself. Real talk.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because you know, hey, like you were saying earlier, hey, look, if I was over at one of my auntie houses and I got a whooping, shit, as soon as my daddy came to pick me up, I'm getting another whooping.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just, like you said, that's heavy. You know what I'm saying? Because we need that again, especially in the black community. You know what I'm saying? Because not only, like you said, she saved their job, saved their dignity. You know what I'm saying? Saved everything. Because the white man wasn't gonna do number 5 anyway after they was got them fighting. Called the police on them and fired them.
Real talk. Then they try to take their check too to say they broke something. When he gonna let them get their last check, he was gonna lie and say they broke a doorknob or some dumbass shit. And then the young lady in the green, she thanked her for that because she knew that she stopped her from doing something.
I'm not trying to hear none of that, but stop it. Go to work. Go to work. Stop playing. Ain't got no goddamn sense out here, give a damn about any of that, or even what he talking about. I don't want to see either one of y'all acting like y'all ain't got no goddamn sense out here. Neither one of y'all. Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it. You're right. Stop it.
All right.
Go to work. Go to work.
I appreciate it. You right, because that's all some people need. All some people need is somebody to tell them that they wrong. Because when you listening to yourself, you always gonna think you right. But once you have somebody that make you look in the mirror and realize you tripping, then a lot of them demons, they go right out your ear. They was in your ear telling you to do this and do that. And once you got the right counsel or the right thing to do, then boom, that shit's gone. Real talk.
Hey, because you see the black guy right there, at least he is trying to break him up too.
Right. Yeah.
You know, at least he trying to break him up. White man was just standing there, you know what I'm saying, talking about shit, like the lady said. You damn about what he talking about.
To fix the youth, we gotta start with the adults though. You know,
Facts.
We gotta start with the adults. The adults gotta be fixed. They gotta be more like this lady in this video, ready to step up and say something. But we got too many adults that just want to put their head down and just keep on moving.
Or pull out their camera to record to try to go viral.
Yeah, they just want their viral moment. You know, they don't really want to put no work in. Like people thinking fixing the black community is just gonna take just a time of just not doing anything. Well, now it's gonna take some time of us putting in work.
Right.
You know? Work gonna have to be put in to fix what these white people destroyed. Real talk. But if I could, if you can go to Judges 5 and 7.
Hey, no, I'm not trying to hear none of that. But neither one of them two young ladies, neither one of y'all need to be fighting. I don't.
So,
come. That's the book of Judges, chapter 5 and verse 7. The inhabitants of the villages ceased.
Right, the inhabitants of the villages is ceased, which means like we was going through oppression around this time. You know, it wasn't nothing moving, wasn't nothing going on. You know, and that's what's going on right now. Right now, we in oppression again, and there's nothing moving in our neighborhoods, and nothing is going on. You feel me? But back then, we didn't have a bunch of heathens in our neighborhood. You feel me? So it was just literally nothing happening. Right now, we got the heathens in our neighborhood, so we spending all our money and ain't getting nothing back. But back then, there wasn't no heathens in our neighborhood, so we just was doing absolutely nothing. That's why I say the inhabitants of the villages ceased, and they ceased in Israel. because it was literally no motion. Nothing was happening.
They ceased in Israel until that Deborah arose. That arose a mother in Israel.
Right, and that's talking about Deborah or Deborah in the Hebrew. It say I arose a mother in Israel, because that's what Israel needed, you know. And a lot of sisters claim to be Deborah and Deborah. They want to name themselves that. When to be Deborah, to be Deborah, to be her, you have to be a mother. You know what this sister did in this video is something that a mother would do. That's
right.
What a mother would do if she seen her two daughters fighting. And that's how you gotta be. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we have to start looking at each other like family. We got to stop looking at each other like distant relatives, and we got to start looking at each other like family. You see two black people out there, that's your brother and that's your sister, that's your daughters and them your sons, and you should look at it like that. You know, you should look at it like that, and it might change their life, might save their life, because they might not have a mother and father, they might not have a brother and a sister. You hear me? And it's gonna take us as a whole to build each other back up, and the women have to become mothers. You hear me?
Okay.
Yeah, the women gonna have to become mothers again and stop being just spectators. Real talk. Yeah, that's all I had on that though.
Okay.
Right, yeah, we'll drop that. We'll go to the next video.
Yo! Neither one of y'all need to be fighting. Neither one of y'all need to be fighting. Hey! No. I'm not trying to hear none of that with neither one of them two young ladies.
This is Devin Cruz from KPLC. Anything to say before today's hearing? Roberts will spend behind bars, and what we learned is only if she stays within her parameters 90 days. So Roberts has got a 5-year sentence that Judge Kent Savoy suspended, but she does have a mandatory 90 days in jail. She also has to pay a $5,000 bond, essentially meaning Roberts can spend 90 days in jail, and then she has to follow certain stipulations, like she has to go to therapy, she has to stay within far away, or there's a stipulation that will be set, of course. However, far away from the victim's family, no contact, as well as regular drug screenings and therapy, as I said before. She was convicted in March of carnal knowledge of a juvenile and indecent behavior with a juvenile, both of which are felonies. Now, Judge Kent Savoy did say in court today that he spent just about an hour deliberating over this and trying to see what other similar cases here in Beauregard Parish, what their outcomes were. He said that, along with the law, guided him to hand this sentence.
Now hold on, wait. This is a goddamn mayor. The goddamn mayor of Louisiana got caught having sex with underage boys at her son's party. Her son had a party and she got caught having underage sex with them. You feel me? And then, you know what people keep saying? Oh, that's a fantasy. You feel me? They lived out their dreams. No, they did not. This is the reason why sexual deviance exists. This is the reason why child molesters exist. This is the reason why sexual assault in America is not taken seriously, because of white women. White women are predators. White women are worse than the white man because they create that demon in the white man to become Ted Bundy, to become John Wayne Gacy, and all the serial killers and serial rapists that they keep making movies about. The white woman is creating them because she's a sexual deviant having sex with underage boys and is turning them out. Because you don't understand that having sex too young living out a so-called fantasy that should have stayed in your head will turn you into a sexual deviant to where your lust can't be controlled now. You feel me? These white women is doing this, and it's not nothing new. It's not nothing new, and the proof it ain't nothing new is because it keep coming out. It keep coming out that these white girls keep getting caught having sex with the students. The teachers keep having sex with the students. This teacher, every day it's a new story about a white woman having sex with an underage boy. And you wonder why these white boys grow up and be serial rapists. And then the judge giving them light sentences because the judge, this is their culture. The judge is giving them light sentences because they all in cahoots with each other. You think I'm lying?
Days in jail. She also had Beauregard Parish what their outcomes were. He said today that he spent just about an hour deliberating over this and trying to see what other similar cases here in Beauregard Parish, what their outcomes were. He said that, along with the law, guided him to hand this sentence.
That's what the judge said. The judge said he had to deliberate for an hour so he could hear of other cases around this area, in this county, in this state, to see what the outcome was, because he didn't even know what he wanted to do to her. But he knew he didn't want to hang her on a tree. He knew he didn't want to give her 35 years like they did Carmelo Anthony. He knew that, but he needed to know how soft he needed to go on this woman by looking at other cases with similar outcomes and seeing how much time they got. Because that's what they could have done, just like they could have done that with Carmelo. But instead, they didn't. And if they would have done that with Carmelo, they would have seen it was 3 other cases similar to that, and they only got 10 years. One of them only got 5 years of probation. Real talk. And I'm not even a lawyer. That's how you know his lawyer fucked him over. It's a lot.
No, that's a fact. But yeah, like that's crazy. You say that too, because you know, for it to be so many cases to go look at, to deliberate and come up with that type of sentence, that just lets you know how like you said, that's embedded in their culture. That sexual deviance is embedded in their culture because there's so many other cases, which the case would have to be the woman sleeping with a child. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's so many of them to look at, and they all 90 days, 5 years of not a deferred 90 days in jail. That's crazy work right there.
I'm telling you, this is their culture.
A lot of people act like it's just men out there molesting children. Nah, it's these sick, dog, pale-faced ass women with the dog hair on top of their head. You know what I'm saying? Doing the same thing. They molesting children too.
Real talk. That's who's starting it. You feel me? These women is molesting them little boys, and them little boys growing up and becoming monsters. They becoming monsters. Every day it's a different case coming out where a white woman is having sex with a student, and then they joking in the comments, some of they living out their fantasy. No, these white women are predators, man. It's about control. It ain't about no damn sexual pleasure. This shit is about control. That's where they get the pleasure from. It's the control. You feel me? Taking the control away from your parent. You feel me? Your parent picking you up from school, and she looking at your parent knowing she's fucking your son. You feel me? Knowing on the recess, he in the car tearing you up. You feel me? That's where the pleasure come from. The fact that they got control. They want control. You feel me? They want power, and they power is real devilish. You feel me? It ain't the power like black women. Black women want power. They want to just rule over their man. You feel me? The white woman, she want to rule over them kids. She want to rule over them kids sexually. You feel me? Real talk. And that's crazy. And that's why what's going on in America is what it is. That's why you got them rainbow flags flying there. What? You feel me? You got them rainbow flags flying there because these white women is creating monsters in them homes, man. And they just pass it down a virus. Real talk. They passing the virus down over and over.
And if I could real quick, just to add to that, they are creating monsters in them homes, because what do you think now her son think about her? How much how much respect her son done lost for her for sleeping with his friend.
Women. And other women.
And other women.
You feel me? How much respect her son lost for all them white women.
All women, yeah.
Yeah, this is fucked up.
Hey, we might have to put a tab on him because them girls don't talk to him at school. He might go shoot the school up. That's the type of trauma she can put on that white man.
He need to be on the FBI school shooting watch list. He gonna come to the prom with an AK-47. That's gonna be his prom date. And he gonna let that motherfucker ring. So like, hell no, he gonna let the AK-47 ring off in that motherfucker, all because what his mama did. And she's a fucking mayor. She's supposed to be a public official. You feel me? She's a goddamn mayor. They voted her in office. They trusted her with their damn city when whole time you can't even trust her with your damn son. You send your son to her house to a party, you thinking you won in life. Like, yeah, my son is at the mayor's house having a party. She ended up getting them drunk and having sex with him.
Yeah, she get them drunk. She is the party.
That's right. That's just insane when you think about it. You send your son to the mayor house thinking he finna become a scholar, maybe get a good word to get in college. Man, hell no, nah, he and that motherfucker. She and that destroying that little nigga. Real talk.
Man.
Yeah, that's funny as hell. But if I could, if you can go to 1 Kings 14 and 24.
Come on. It's the book of 1 Kings, chapter 14 and verse 24. There were also sodomites in the land.
Right. Now, okay, for time's sake, we ain't gonna be able to read all that. But if you read up a few, you will see how sodomites got in the land. It was talking about in the land of Israel because this is not our culture. But once we start interracially dating and we start accepting their culture because Solomon fell weak to heathen women, so did his sons, and his sons was raised by the heathen mothers. Now sodomites got in the land because it's their culture, grooming. You feel me? Grooming the little boys, having sex with the little boys. This is their culture. This is what they do. This is heathen culture. And they create sexual deviance, which is sodomites.
Okay. And they did according to all the abominations of the nations which the Lord cast out before the children of Israel.
Right. And now we're doing the abominations of the nations because we've let these heathens in. We've let these heathens in, which they was once cast out because we were segregated. We were segregated, but now because of integration, we have integrated into their philosophies. And now you got black men and women at the Pride Parade. You got black men and women leading in the LGBTQ. What the hell is going on? That's because we've integrated. And that's what they did back then. Back then, they integrated. They started dealing with heathen women. And then sodomites got in their land, and that's how sodomites got in our land. The same way. Because we are accepting the heathens and their culture, which is something you should not do for people to think interracial dating ain't that big of a deal. It ain't that big of a deal. Right. Then when your great-grandson be a faggot, don't blame nobody but yourself. Real tough. Yeah, that's all I had on that.
Okay.
All right, yeah, we'll drop that and we'll go to the next video.
Roberts will spend behind bars, and what we learned is only if she stays within her parameters 90 days. So Roberts has got a 5-year sentence that Judge Kent Savoy suspended.
Aren't these people grasping that justice was served here?
You'd have to ask them. My opinion is they are of low IQ, no moral compass whatsoever, blinded by race, and generally a nuisance to society.
Jeff, you have said you forgave Carmelo Anthony after he took your son's life. Tell me about that. What was going through your mind, your heart, your soul on that?
Well, I've said this multiple times over in many interviews. Forgiveness is actually for me. So I don't carry the hate, the rage, the anger Because if you carry something like that inside you and you don't release it, it's like cancer. It's going to eat you up from the inside out. It's going to consume you. And I'll be honest, look at these people. Are they consumed?
Aren't these people grasping that justice was served here?
You'd have to ask them. My opinion is they are of low IQ.
Aren't these people? Aren't these? Don't that sound racist? I thought this one about race. You know, I thought this was just about an incident between two boys at a track meet. But more and more as this case keep going on, well, the case is over. But as the story keep going on, it seems like this is about nothing but race. Every time his father opened his mouth, he sound like a racist. Every time he opened his mouth, he sound like he just hate black people. You feel me? And if his father hate black people, well, then his son hated black people. That's usually how it go. And it's an old saying called like father, like son.
Right. Hey, Salakia, sir, if I could too. You know how these devils always want to when it's like a white cop shooting a black man or something like that, and they tell us we can't use the race card, but during this case, that's all they used was the race card.
I'm trying to tell you. And
like make that make sense.
And then another thing is they keep confusing forgiveness with friendship. That's the thing, black people. That's what we do. See, white people don't do that. You heard what he said. He said forgiveness is for him. He said it ain't for Carmelo. He don't give a man. He hope Carmelo rot in prison. You feel me?
Thanks.
That's not what he's talking about when he say he forgive. When he say he forgive, he's talking about for himself. So he don't go out and go kill somebody for what happened to his son. But black people, when we think of forgiveness, we think that of friendship. We think we forgiving white people mean I gotta be your friend. You know, I gotta hang with you at the bar. I gotta marry your daughter. I need interracial kids. I need to put my kids in your school so they can know the both sides of the field. No, that is not forgiveness. Forgiveness is exactly that. So you don't go out and kill a white person for what they done to your people. Not going out and being a friend and going on the jet skis with them, and now you're missing in a lake somewhere. Hey, go ahead.
Sir. So what you're saying is, what I'm getting from this is you're saying that it's not like when that white woman killed the brother in his house eating a bowl of ice cream, and then when she got sentenced to that 10 years, that judge rubbing her hair and her the man she killed brother giving that woman a hug.
Right.
He didn't want to go hug none of Carmelo Anthony's family members. He's like, I forgive you, I love you. Didn't nobody do that for them.
No, see,
so like what you're saying is,
yeah, go ahead.
No, it's like not. So what you're saying is that the forgiveness, it's a different forgiveness between black people and white people in how we'll talk.
Man, look,
you know what I'm saying? And that all comes from the Christian church.
Black
you know what I'm saying? That Christianity that we're taught in church is different than the Christianity that white people are taught in church about.
Black people don't understand nothing about Christianity because it just ain't their religion. They don't even get it. They don't even get it, man. The Christianity that they teaching in the white church and the black church is the same. It's just about white people. It ain't about nothing to do with black people. It's about you forgiving white people. The slave master taught the slaves to forgive white people. The slave master taught other white people, poor white people, to forgive rich white people. You hear me? The forgiveness is always about white people. It ain't never about black people. That's why when black people forgive, they gotta marry white women. They gotta move to white neighborhoods. They gotta, like you said, with the Bottom Jean case, they gotta hug the white police officer and brush her hair. The judge came off the bench and handed the bitch her Bible. When have you ever even heard of that? Because when black people think of forgiveness, they think of friendship. When white people think of forgiveness, they think of forgiveness, which means I'm not going to go kill nobody for what just happened to me. I'm not going to go kill somebody that ain't got nothing to do with this because of what this person did to me. That's exactly what forgiveness is. It's not hurting somebody for what happened to you. it's not saying I'm finna go be your friend. You got to accept me. White people did wrong to us, and we begging them to accept us. That's not forgiveness. Forgiveness is not going through 400 years of oppression and telling white people, hey, man, let me marry your daughter. Let me go to your school. Let me work at your job. Take all my money. That's not forgiveness. That's stupidity. You're a goddamn retard if you think that's what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is not going to hurt somebody for what happened to you. It's that simple. It ain't nothing else around. Ain't nothing else to look into it. Ain't nothing else to look up. That's just what forgiveness is. It's not going to go hurt somebody for what was done to you. That don't mean you got to go be their friend and give them all your goddamn money. But black people, we don't understand Christianity because it ain't our culture anyway. It's something that they pushed on us. And we accepted it out of fear. Real talk.
Opinion is they are of low IQ, no moral compass whatsoever, blinded by race.
They say we ain't got no moral compass, no IQ. This was all about race. This whole case was about race. And if the lawyer did their fucking job, they would have made it about race. That's how OJ was able to beat the case. OJ Simpson beat his case because Johnny Cochran made it about race. And that's the best card in the deck of life is the race card. If you can't pull the race card 9 times out of 10, you might lose. You got to be able to pull that card like an ace of spades. And if you don't pull it, you could lose the game. Real talk. And they was playing that race card this whole time. But Carmelo Anthony, they didn't want to pull it out. They didn't want to pull it out at all. Real talk. So yeah, if I could, let's go to Ecclesiastes 3 and 8.
Come. It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3 and verse 8. Oh, wait. A time to love.
A time to love. It's a time for that. And right now, the time for love is loving black people. Because that's that when we think of love, and we keep a white face pop in our head. And that's because a white Jesus is seared in your brain. So anytime we think of love and a time for love, time for unity, we think of white people. When nah, the time for love right now is for Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian.
Come. And a time
to hate. Right now, we're in a time for hate. And right now, it's time to hate the people that oppressed us. That's what it is. It's time to hate. It's time to be suspicious about anybody that hate us. Anybody that's not with black people. If you're not down with black people, and the reason why I had to say it like that, because there's some black people that ain't with us. It's some black people that's siding with Metcalf, like Charleston White. So it's a time to hate anybody that's against black people right now.
A time of war and a time of peace.
It's seasons for this stuff. All of these things have a season, just like summer, winter, spring, fall. You feel me? All these things have a season. It's a time for it, you know? And right now we're in a time of hate. You feel me? For people that say hate in the Bible, hate is a valuable emotion to have. Because how can you show love if you don't even know what hate is? If you can't show hate, then you don't even know what love is. And right now, we're not in a time of peace. It's a spiritual war going on right now between black and white people. And you got to pick a side. The tension is so thick in the air, you could cut it with a knife. Real talk. But yeah, that's all I had on that. Yeah. Drop that. We'll go to the next video.
IQ, no moral compass whatsoever, blinded by race, and generally a nuisance to society.
Jeff, you have said you forgave Carmelo Anthony after he took your son's life. Tell me about that. What was going through your mind, your heart, your soul on that?
Well, I've said this multiple times over in many interviews. Forgiveness is actually for me.
The Iranians are saying that they're going to have access to a $300 billion reconstruction fund. True or false?
Well, Ed, that's the sort of thing they could have access to, funded by the Gulf Coast Coalition, so long as they honor their end of the obligation. I think that one of the things you're going to see, Ed, and people have to be skeptical of this, is that the hardliners in the Iranian system will overemphasize the benefits that Iran gets while underemphasizing all the things that they have to concede and all the things they have to provide in order to get these benefits. So we absolutely are open to the Gulf Coast countries investing in the reconstruction of Iran, but only if Iran ends their nuclear program, ends their enriched stockpile of material, and is really open to an inspections and enforcement regime that gives the American people confidence they're never going to have a nuclear weapon.
The Iranians are saying that they're going to have access to a $300 billion reconstruction fund. True or false?
Well, Ed, that's the sort of thing they could have access to, funded.
Man, look, this man asked him a true or false question. This man wrote an essay. He asked him a true or false question. You know, them is like the easiest on the test.
Right.
You got a 50-50 chance of getting it right. And this nigga still got it wrong. He had a 50-50 chance of getting the answer right, and he still got it wrong because he knew the answer to the question was some bullshit. How the hell you gonna bomb Iran, let Israel bomb Iran, cause all this damage, spend all the taxpayers' money on the military, gas prices went through the roof, the Straits of Hormuz was closed or whatever, and then you gonna pay them reimbursement? Then you gonna reimbursement. You gonna give them reimbursement. You gonna reimburse them for the damage you caused. Man, that's insane. I'm just keeping it real. That's insane.
Hey, cause look, he the answer was supposed to be true, but it's really false. You know what I'm saying? So, cause like with every treaty that America makes with anybody, they always break the treaty or do something to create that conflict to be able to say, oh, well, they did this, so now we can go do this. You know what I'm saying? So that's just American history 101 right there. When they gonna tell you something and then they gonna take it back. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck they do.
This is insane. I just don't understand how they got so much money to do all this reckless shit, but they ain't got no money to help fix the ghetto. They ain't got no money. They ain't got no loans or no grants or no programs for black people to start businesses in their neighborhoods. They don't have no money for that, but they got all the money to go bomb Iran and then pay them to fix it. You got all the money to bomb Iran into the ground and then pay them to fix it, but you ain't got no money to say, black people, come get $100,000 and go start you a damn grocery store. Come get $100,000, start you a damn automotive shop. Something. You can't tell me that they don't have the money to fix the black neighborhood. They just don't want to. And then they're going to tell you it's your fault. Because when you walk in the bank, you get denied a loan. Well, just give me the fucking money. You about to give Iran $300 million. Just give me $100,000. And if I blow it, I blow it. That's on me. But y'all ain't even done it. Y'all ain't even started the programs or none of that stuff because you want the black neighborhood to suffer. You want all our money to go to the heathens so they can get rich and we can stay poor because you'd rather them be rich than we be rich. You feel me? You'd rather the heathens be rich than we be rich because then if we get too rich, we might not need y'all for nothing. You know? We might want to leave America and have a mass exodus and then now y'all here by yourself eating out of skulls again like you did in the caves of the Caucasus Mountain. You feel me? God damn.
investing in the reconstruction of Iran, but only if Iran ends their nuclear program.
Right. They want to reconstruct Iran, but what about reconstructing the ghetto? How you gonna have a people in slavery for 400 years and then set them free and tell them to go down the street and be under the same oppression, same laws, the same police, the same presidents and judges and lawyers? When you free a people, they supposed to have their own economy, their own country, making their own laws, not still underneath you.
So, like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but during Reconstruction in America after the war, didn't they set out land right over there? Like, what was it? North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Georgia, and over there for what is the 40 acres and a mule?
Man, that's what they said they were supposed to.
So you said 300,000 or 300 million over there for Iran to reconstruct, which y'all destroyed, but yet niggas still can't get the 40 acres and a mule. So we can do our, you know what I'm saying? We can rebuild our communities. We can rebuild restructure our communities. Yeah, that's the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and that's why this place got to burn and this place got to.
That's why this place got to go. Every time they do shit like this, it's just giving the Lord more ammo. Whenever they do stuff like this, which is clearly a spit in the face of black people, it's giving the Lord more ammo to destroy this place. And when the Lord destroyed this place, they can't blame nobody but themselves because they gave $300 million to Iran after they bombed them. But when they fucking destroyed the ghettos in America, enslaved black people, they ain't give them nothing. Ain't give them absolutely nothing. When we built this country, we made this country great. We made it what it is. And then you gave us absolutely nothing, and that's fine. At this point, we don't even want nothing. We just want to see this place burn with nuclear fire.
Whoa.
At this place, I'm telling you, at this point, we don't even want nothing. Just burn. Just burn with nuclear fire. And if you think Iran can stop building nuclear bombs, they about to hit you with the okie doke. You feel me?
Right.
They're going to take that money and then use it to build more bombs and security from y'all. Goddamn idiots.
Right. Because it's crazy how America can tell Iran and Afghanistan and little small countries like that they can't have no nukes. First of all, who the fuck is y'all to tell a whole nother country they can't have no nukes? Y'all don't go into Russia with that shit. Y'all don't go into China with that shit. Y'all don't go into North Korea with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna tell all these other countries that they can't have nuclear bombs, but you got nuclear bombs. Ain't that the pot calling the kettle black?
Yeah, it is. Exactly what that is. And they're gonna have to pay for all this shit they do.
Hey, the white. Can I say it again? The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and this place gotta go.
Man, all day long and twice on Sunday.
Shit, right.
Real talk. But if you can go to Job 20 and 15.
Come. The book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 15. He have swallowed down riches.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. These countries, these superpowers is just money hungry, man. They about to do this deal with Iran just because they money hungry. They want them to open up that damn Straits of Hormuz or whatever it is. Whatever it's called. They want them to open it. Right. They want them to open that shit up. Because they worried about money. So where they even will pay them for the damages caused. But that's how greedy they is, man.
And he shall vomit them up again.
And it's gonna be a waste of money.
God shall cast them.
You're gonna throw it up. You're gonna vomit all the money you swallowing up. America trying to swallow up every dollar, and you're gonna end up throwing it up because it's gonna destroy you. Just like if you eat too much food, you end up throwing up. You feel me? You swallowing down everything you could touch. It's gonna destroy you, and you're gonna end up throwing up the money like they doing now. They did all this shit with Iran, and now they gotta give them $300 million. All this was supposed to be about money, and then they end up losing money. It's a win-win for them.
Come. God shall cast them out of his belly.
Right, and that's what's gonna happen. All this money y'all so greedy and thirsty over, you're gonna lose it. You're so money hungry, you hate the poor so much that you just want the rich to get richer that you're gonna end up losing. You're gonna end up losing out, and that's gonna be of the Lord.
Right.
Yeah. It's gonna be of the Lord, because what the love of money is the root of all evil.
Facts.
And y'all love money too much.
Love it.
You hear me? Y'all love money too much to where it's destroying you. Y'all got enough money to do whatever y'all want to do, but somehow you still want more. Y'all got enough money to do whatever you want to do, but y'all still want more, and it's gonna destroy you. You should have been content with what y'all had. Y'all had slaves for 400 years, made y'all the greatest superpower this earth ever seen, sent the rockets to the moon, won all the damn wars. Y'all should have been content, but you wasn't content, and it's gonna destroy you.
Right. So you forgot one of the major things. They stole this whole land from the Native Americans.
They did. That's a fact.
So-called Native Americans. They stole this whole land to even be able to do that.
Real talk. Yeah. But yeah, we'll drop this. We'll go to the next one.
To do that.
Is that the hardliners in the Iranian system will overemphasize the benefits that Iran gets while underemphasizing all the things that they have to concede and all the things they have to provide in order to get these benefits. So we absolutely are open to the Gulf Coast.
No, why it happened or whatever. All we know is that a car was shot up and a 1-year-old baby was killed.
A family is heartbroken after 1-year-old Cohen Wiley was shot and killed during an officer-involved shooting at the Walmart on US 51 Sunday afternoon. According to NBI investigators, the incident involved Senatobia police officers and the Tate County Sheriff's Office. The NBI says law enforcement officers were responding to a shoplifting call. When officers arrived, they, quote, encountered 2 subjects and a juvenile child fleeing the store. Police say when they attempted to stop the vehicle, the driver drove in the direction of the officers, almost striking one. That's when an officer, quote, discharged their weapon before the vehicle fled at the scene.
It didn't have to happen this way. It could have been handled differently.
Lacole Wiley, a relative of those involved in the incident, says she doesn't understand how a shoplifting call could lead to a child being shot and a woman in critical condition that she believes was over diapers.
Senatobia, Mississippi policeman shot, open fire in a public setting over allegedly some Pampers.
We don't know why it happened or whatever. All we know is that a car was shot up at a 1-year.
See, I like how she said it at the end. Allegedly. Allegedly, a car was shot up because they may have stolen diapers. You know why she said allegedly? Because you're innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
Unless you black. If you black, you guilty and have to prove you innocent. That's why they shot up the car. That's why they choked out Eric Garner. That's why they killed Philando Castile. That's why they killed George Floyd. It's because if you black, you're guilty until you prove your innocence. But if you white, you're innocent and you can go home with an I bond. You know, you can go home, they're gonna give you probation for murder. You on probation for murder. They found some technicality, gave you probation. But if you black, you get nigga, your kids.
If you white, you get 90 days in jail for having sex with 16-year-old kids.
Come on, stop it. Because you the mayor. Being the mayor should have made it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
this is insane.
If I could.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I could real quick, you know what I'm saying? Cause I sent another little video. I don't know. I know I sent it to you. I don't know if you sent it or not, but you know what I'm saying? Where I guess the mother of that child that got shot, she said it was backing out because they said that she was saying how they went through the checkout, the self checkout. Now, side note, Walmart, if you don't want people stealing, why don't y'all bring back the jobs where people were checking people out?
They
so you don't have to worry about people
they
stealing.
money hungry. They won't because they too money hungry.
Facts.
Just talked about it. They too money hungry.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. But to go back to what the sister was saying in the video is that she actually had the receipt for the Pampers, so she ain't steal shit. You know what I'm saying? So when they was backing out, I guess when they was backing out, she was saying when they was backing out, I guess police was trying to track him down or stop him, whatever. So she said she lifted up the baby to let the police know there's a baby in the car. Which I don't know if that was a smart move to do anyway, because you should have probably shielded the baby. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there, really. You know what I'm saying? But the point I'm trying to make is police synced the baby in the car and still shot the motherfucker up. And she was saying, and she was saying in that video too, is like when they started shooting, she had backed into a car and then pulled out the other way that was not even nowhere near that was over there shooting at.
All right, okay, look, I'm gonna tell you this: driving towards a police officer is not a crime.
That's right.
I drive towards police officers all the time. They be in my way. I be honking on, hey, you gotta move. You walking across the street, move. You feel me? You driving towards a police officer is not a death penalty offense. You feel me? Because you could be thinking that I'm, the criminal, but the whole time I don't know I'm the criminal.
Right.
How the fuck I'm supposed to know I'm the criminal? I'm just driving. You feel me? I didn't know. You feel me? I didn't know that you was even pulling me over. I happened to look up and see the lights. So I'm pulling over now. So that's not a death penalty offense, even if they was driving towards them. You feel me? You shooting through the car, what that's gonna do? That's reckless endangerment.
Right. That's exactly what they did. You know what I'm saying? But I guess here in America, if you're black or Hispanic, you're automatically assumed to be the criminal.
Yeah, you gotta stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah.
That's what it is. If you see police lights, you supposed to just get out your car and stop, drop, and roll. Now, I don't know how I know y'all looking for me. It's 10,000 people in this city. How the hell I'm supposed to know y'all looking for me? How I'm supposed to know I'm supposed to just stop, drop, and roll? You feel me? Like this, this is insane, man. Right. It's insane over some Pampers, over some diapers. What are they?
Over some Pampers. A baby got shot over some Pampers.
Died. He died over some Pampers. I guess he'll never wear Pampers again. Was it that serious?
You feel me?
Y'all didn't want him to wear Pampers ever again, huh? It was serious, huh? Couldn't let her just get out the store with the Pampers. You didn't put us in poverty.
They can't black boys grow up and be a man.
You didn't put us in poverty. You done starved us to death. What do you think gonna happen when you starve a people? You think they're gonna be outstanding citizens? Is that what you think? You think you starve somebody to death for 400 years? You starve a people, and you think that they're gonna be the greatest citizens? They're gonna be just outstanding citizens? No. But proof we the chosen people of God, because out of these ghettos come brothers and sisters that made America a superpower. Out of these trenches that these white people created, black people came out of these trenches that made America the greatest country on earth. You feel me? And they still don't even give us our credit for that. They still don't. They still shoot you down because you allegedly stole a pack of diapers. The fuck out of here, man. That's insane. But that's all I had on that. If I could, let's go to Lamentations 3:22.
Come. It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 3 and verse 22. It is of the Lord's mercy that we are not consumed.
Right. That's the reason why we're not extinct. I'm telling you, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, if it was up to the so-called white man, we would be extinct. He would have killed all of us. You feel me? They would have put all us in the gas chamber and just cut the gas on. We all would be in prison somewhere if it wasn't for the Lord. Only because of the Lord we are not consumed. Because these people want us dead or in jail.
Because his compassion fail not.
Right. The Lord's compassion is the reason why Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians is even a people still. We even still a people right now because of the Lord's compassion. Because he could have had these heathens exterminate us a long time ago because they've been wanting to. They've been wanting to, but he always lift that spirit up off of them to stop them. Because they put us in these situations where they could do it if they wanted to. I don't know if black people know it or not. They got way more guns than we got. You know, they got enough prisons in this country to fill all us up. But the reason why they won't do it is because the Lord won't let them do it. And we got to remember that. We got to stop thinking a white man is great. It's good white people. No, the Lord is the reason why we not all dead.
Right.
Why we not all just in prison. Why we not all still on a slave plantation. It's because of the Lord. Because if it was up to them, we didn't know what they'd do, man. Real talk. But yeah, that's all I had on that. You feel me? That's tonight's podcast. You feel me? Tune in every Wednesday, 9 o'clock. Y'all by Shimmy Al Shah by the Thumb. Y'all Shema Thumb by Shimmy Al Shah.